So welcome back to my channel. This is Gamer Dom, and this is an old 9.17 game featuring my old mucker Shoot and Scoot, who's driving the Stumpwagen S1, the Swedish Tier 8 Premium TD, and the Albanian Mafia, Tralaland, who's in the GW Tiger, the Tier 8 German artillery, and Pixie Pincher, who is in the T71, which at this stage was a Tier 7 American light tank, now Tier 8, or is it still? I don't forget. Anyway, doesn't matter. Now, they're on Himmelsdorf, and if city maps are really not the places where you want to be when you're in a platoon with a light tank, a lightly armoured tank, and artillery. But that's what they've got. But boy, do they have a blistering game. So we start off with Pixie. He's heading up the hill. Again, not something you necessarily expect, but he's coming up to have a poke, see what's there. He's got the backup of a Spick and a Burt. Shoot's having a few problems loading in, hasn't actually joined the game yet. Usual lazy bugger, probably hasn't got out of bed. Not a fair exchange there for Pixie against that CDC. He puts a shell into him for 135 and takes a 214 hit in return. Not really what you want to be doing. But he knows his job, and Pixie is an extremely good light tank driver, and he's just keeping this guy lit up. He's hoping that that Burt can do some damage, hoping that he gets some support along the way. And also remember, he has got on his own platoon Trala in the GW Panther, so GW Tiger, sorry. So he's just trying to keep him busy, and here comes Shoot. He's coming this way too. Now again, Shoot's TD has 30mm of frontal armour. Admittedly, when it's angled, it's pretty monstrously good at bouncing, but he's not not worried about that. He's coming up this hill, so Pixie's decided to pull right back, which I don't blame him at all. He's going to take up a position on the corner here. The Spick's also pulling back, and Shoot just goes, come on, I'll take you, and goes into siege mode. Bangs one shell into the T69, and another one from Pixie. Bounces one from the T69 because of that angling, makes it ridiculously strong, this thing, and the pair of them take him down. So that's GG. However, there's an IS-3 up there, the Tier 8 Russian heavy tank, and that's really a different proposition. Oh, and he's got backup, even better. He's got an M6 supporting him, so she's not so worried about the M6. The IS-3 will be more of a problem. Puts a shot into him, and Trala comes up with the goods and obliterates the M6. So that's what you call a hit from the Mafia hitman. So the guys are sitting here. They really don't want to be facing that IS-3. And you can see Shoot is sort of inching his way back down again. So we'll have another look at this. This is Pixie coming back, showing off with the handbrake turn, putting some shots into that T69. Look at the autoloader on this gun, is fantastic. I really love the T71, and Pixie is a master with it. So good shooting there. They take that guy down. Comes the M6, going to appear in a second. There he is. So the Spick is unsure about how to reverse. So he wants to reverse into Shoot. Maybe he wants a cuddle. There we go. There's Trala's shot of glory. The IS-3 is still thinking about it, but then Pixie notices that there is a 110 and a whole load of other enemy tanks heading down the middle banana road, and clearly that IS-3 isn't going to push down just for the moment, so he takes a decision. He's going to head back down and try and help the middle out a bit. Comes down side of a 110, so of course wafts the first shot, pens the second, pens into a KV3, immediately goes for the reload, but he's trying just to sort of keep them busy. But meanwhile, the tanks that were holding their side of the map have died, and the enemy have really broken through. It's 3-6. So they've kind of contained the threat on the hill themselves, just these three tanks, and the don't forget the Burt, he's there as well. But the rest of the team is crumbling. So they decide they've got to go and take this IS-3 out. It's just in the way. So Shoot is moving forward. He's still in siege mode, which is the best way to fire in this thing. The accuracy and the effect of the gun is so much better when you're in siege mode. However, it makes you very slow. Meanwhile, Pixie's had all the chance to reload and come all the way around. The Spick's gone in and Pixie's helping him out. So time for a bit of kill stealing from Shoot, I think. Here we go. Bang. There we go. Perfect timing. But the three of them took down that tier 8 Russian heavy tank. So let's have a look at Pixie's drive-by. He comes flying around the corner. The IS-3 is busy cuddling up to the Spick. Doesn't realise that his other people trying to shoot him too. Pixie doesn't waste a single shell, and Shoot steals the kill. So the hill is secured, but there's enemy tanks approaching the cap. So they've got to get back down again. So Shoot's on his way down. He's out of siege mode. This thing moves reasonably quickly when you're out of siege mode. There's the Burt going the other way. And he sets himself up on these, talk about using the terrain to full effect. You can see here this pile of rubble here is a really good position if you can get it into. Aims in on the 110, and of course this thing has magnificent accuracy when it's in siege mode, and the first shell, just to prove it, misses. But the 110 seems determined to let him see his body, and he puts a big shell into that. Meanwhile, you've seen Pixies come all the way around and had a drive-by on that KV-3. Can Shoot steal another kill? Not this time. However, there's still a chance. There's that 110 out there. And again, he misses that shell. I mean, talk about... that's really galling. With that shell, this tank is so effective at sniping, and that was a fully aimed shot with ridiculous aim time, and he managed to hit the building instead. But he finally cleans it up. But they're down to just 3 tanks now. There is just Pixie, Shoot, and the Burt are left against what's that? 7 enemy tanks. 7 enemy tanks. That is not a good scenario. So let's have a look at Pixie's drive-by again. Here we go. He comes around the cap. He sees the 110's rather busy, preoccupied, and he thinks, right, I can get a bit of booty. And he plumps shell after shell into this KV-3. Gets one in return, but it was worth it because he knows now he's got that guy banged to rights and takes him down for the kill. So that's his second kill. Shoot's got 1 kill. Pixie's on the reload, and he's heading back up the hill to go and support Shoot. Trailer's long ago died, unfortunately, so there's just the 2 of them left in the platoon, and they're working together really, really well. Heading back up the hill to basically get together, and this is a mistake people make at the end game, is you've got 2 or 3 tanks left on your side, and they'll go in different directions. Now, it's easier when you're in a platoon, it's true, but these guys are sticking together. Remember, they're a light tank and a lightweight TD in a city map. But here comes a Bulldog, determined to give away his life, and yeah, sure enough he did. What he was thinking of there. Let's have a look at that. This is Shoot stealing another kill. Bang, yes. So 2 steals for Shoot. He's actually got 3 kills now. Pixie's on 2 kills. The enemy are down to 6 tanks. Shoot is pre-aimed onto the cap, because surely nobody can be silly enough to drive straight into the cap, can they? I think we know the answer. Hello, Mr. KV2, I'm talking about you. There's Shoot's 4th kill. So taking stock. Oh, hang on, before we take stock, there's an IS above them. IS, he is only a 1 shot, but he is there, and that is not really what you want. But look at the guys, they're not panicking. The Burt came down to support. Come on, Shoot, take him down. Oh, tracks him instead. Follow-up shot hits. He can't bounce a 122 shell, that just isn't possible. It's an auto pen on this thing. Manages to take him down, and that's a good one. So this was Pixie a few seconds ago. He decided to head off down the hill, and he's trying to get behind that LTTB because there are enemy on the cap. Drives by but misses, unfortunately. The LTTB doesn't come down the obvious road. He's just keeping going. Now they should realise where he is. They can see their mini maps, but of course not many people look at the mini maps. So he gets round here. Do you think the OI is going to be looking his way, given the fact it's fairly obvious this is the way he's gone? No, of course he wasn't. And Pixie sets him on fire and kills him. So, GG's, and there goes the LTTB. So let's have a look at that one for a minute. There is a shoot. Using that rock pile to good effect. Just keeping those guys spotted. OI is being taken out by Pixie. There we go. First shot landed into the LTTB, hit a nice shot. LTT's trying to hit him, pulls back, and the dead tank blocks him escaping. And Shoot picks up his 6th kill. Is that 6? Yeah. And Pixie's on 3. So, monster game so far. We pick it up with Pixie doing wonderful handbrake turns, showing off, because suddenly enemy artillery, one of them's just turned up here, which is just extraordinary. I don't know what he was thinking of. Maybe he just thought he could support those guys in the cap. I don't know. But Pixie's first shot was very lucky not to scalp our own Bert. But anyway, he managed to pick up the kill. So now they're on a crucial contribution. They need one more kill. Troller had 1. Shoot's got 7. Pixie's got 3. And here's the enemy artillery ready to be taken out. First shot. Bang. Misses with his shot, and there you go. That's how you save a match in a light tank, an artillery, and a light TD. Comes out with ace tanker. He gets lots of medals, and most importantly, the crucial contribution: 3,005 damage, 4 kills, 1,346 base XP, fired 29 shots. Hit with 20, or penned with 22, took 2 hits in return, made a very healthy 47,500 credits, 34 profit, and a whopping great 4,000 experience for that tank. Really nice job. Lots of medals, lots of good job. But you know, light tank, light TD, artillery, city map, natural environment, of course. So let's have a look at Shoot's result. So he only came out with the first class on this only. What a great result it was. He got Top Gun though, and also crucial contribution thanks to Troller's single kill, which helped them to get over that 12 kills for the platoon. 2,840 damage, 7 kills, 1,185 base XP. He finished second to Pixie on that. Troller still did 1,600 damage and 1 kill, so that wasn't too bad at all. 15 hits, penetrated with 11 for that 2,800, and he took 3 hits in return, including bouncing that T69 when he went face to face with him. A whopping 96,000 credits, 66 profit, and nearly 2,000 experience. Fantastic game.